Hey guys, this is Dragon Fang Dan again. Just wanted to make a little video about a stack of cards we picked up at the card store the other day. These are all from the bulk box. You'll see that they may have a bit of wear to them. They're not the most lovely cards in the world, but they're all great binder pieces. I thought I'd just run through them with you here a minute, tell you about a little bit of the history, because I think some of you will be surprised to see just how old some of these are. We're going to start pretty recent with this Alolan Grimer. This is Sun and Moon era. This is back to 2017. Now all these cards are new for my collection, even if they aren't the most lovely. They've got some character to them, but they'll make great binder pieces because I think they've all got pretty good art to them. This is a Vanillux from Guardians Rising, I believe. Yeah, this one is a rare from 2017. I usually pick up the rares from older sets if I can find them, just because they tend to hold a little bit more value and they're a little more difficult to come across. Alright, this one is from everybody's favorite Steam Siege. This is toward the end of the XY era, captivating Pokepuff. Don't have too many trainers in here. They tend to separate the trainers out in the bulk boxes. This one, I believe, is Breakpoint. We've moved back to 2016 now. Haven't seen this Slowpoke before. I just thought it had such clever art on it. And we've got Scatterbug. We're moving back to Breakthrough. Gloom. This is from Ancient Origins. And this set I've been attempting to collect just for fun. I think I'm over halfway, about 50% or so, on just the cards from the set. This is the second card in the set. There's some really great art that started coming up in this set, and got a bunch of gold primal cards. Easy for me to say. All right, this Pidove is from Roaring Skies. This is the set that's had Mega Rayquaza. I believe that was also a gold card. Got a number of cards from Roaring Skies here. We found, oh yeah, that's some great art on that one too. Alright, we got Natu right there. Also Roaring Skies. Found a nice pocket of them, so grabbed them up. Alright, we got a Cascoon, and I believe I remember the next one is Silcoon. So, had a good amount from Roaring Skies there. But now we're moving back, let's see, to Primal Clash here with this Honedge. They did steel types a bit different. I kind of liked how they had this different look. It separated them out a little bit better from normal types. This is a neat one that they were doing at the time. I think they called this about 3/4 art, something like that. Get kind of an idea of a full art card. Most of them are not special, but I grab them up when I can find them. I think a lot of people do too, just because they don't make them like this anymore. They did only for a short while. This one is Furious Fists. We're back to 2014 now. This Drowsy. There's some interesting cards in that set, mostly fighting types. Alright, now we've moved all the way back to XY base. I believe I've got a few here. This Lillipup. Got a Girder. A Timber. And looks like they came out with a Mega Blastoise and Mega Venusaur for this set. Reminds me of what they've done in recent sets as well. Don't include Charizard in the first set. We'll wait to put him in the second, maybe third set. Still, of course, some really fun art to be found in these. All right, we're almost to the end of the XY. Yeah, there's Ladybug. Some great flowers. Just a nice little ladybug having fun. Alright, this one brings us back to Plasma Blast. We've got some pretty heavy themes going in some of these sets. You've got some nice ice involved there. And Shelmet, also Plasma Blast. I'd say that looks like it might have a bunch of ice involved. This is 2013. And now we're going back to Plasma Freeze. Still got a strong ice theme going on. Another ice cave for this very goopy looking Grimer. And Cacnea, surrounded by ice crystals. Alright, now we've got Plasma Storm. We've got Clefairy hanging out. I believe we've got a few of these. This is now 2012 Vanillite. I mean, ice theme staying strong there. With Piloswine as well. And Pansear kind of throws it out of whack being a fire type, but that's alright. Makuhita. Back to Boundaries Crossed. Still 2012. And an Oddish. That's some fun art, I think. Just a half asleep Oddish there. And we've got Yanma from Dragons Exalted. This one, yeah, still in 2012. But now we are back to Dark Explorers. Getting a nice fire-themed Larvesta. We've got a Grimer here from Dark Explorers, I believe. Or, no, Next Destinies, that's where we're at. Next Destinies. Grimer doing the wave. Great art. Growlithe. Always a fun one. Still got that good steel type vibe going with the Pharaoh Seed here. This one from Emerging Powers. 2011 on this one. Then we got a Swoobat from Black and White. It's the start of the Black and White era. Then we get back to some really neat cards. We've gone back to the Heart Gold Soul Silver era. We've got a nice little cluster of cards from Triumphant. We've got these really neat borders going on. It's back when cards were numbered not by type, but most of them alphabetical. It's got Nidoran male, Nidoran female. Got some. I just think the art is so much more intense in these ones. Got a good Yanmega here. Surprised this one wasn't a rare. Being from 2010, it seems like it could have been a good candidate for a rare. Got a Magmar, also from Triumphant. Got some strong outlining going on by this artist. Then, moving back to the Platinum era, we've got a card from the Arceus set. This one, not the most outstanding copy, but we are now back to 2009. Then, we're skipping all the way back to Diamond and Pearl, 2008. We've got a Fearow, and if you recognize the artist at all, it's a Ken Sugimori. He tends to like his clip art style with a natural background picture. He'll start coming up a little bit more commonly here. But now this one, I think, is Great Encounters. Start getting some very interesting backgrounds. And remember what I said about clip art? Ken Sugimori stands out like a sore thumb. And Seal from Mysterious Treasures, Ken Sugimori. Actual background of snow with a clip art Pokemon. Well, he drew and designed most of them, so he's allowed, I guess. So in Mysterious Treasures, they also did this fun thing where some Pokemon have items. This Buizel has a Chesto Berry. Kind of a fun concept, but they didn't keep it up for very long. They wanted you to use your own item cards. Alright, from the Diamond and Pearl era, we've got the Diamond and Pearl base set from 2007. It's a nice Medicham. Not a whole lot going on, but still, 2007. That's getting pretty old. Now, we're moving back. The cards I typically try and find in the bulk box with the bubbles on the side here. EX era Power Keepers. So we managed to find quite a few, actually, this time. I was very surprised. So, Power Keepers Shuffit. And we've got a Baltoy. Like I said, they're not the most lovely of condition, but they're still great binder pieces. And we've got a Dragon Frontiers Seal. I just love the art on this one. Seal at the base of a cliff with the light rays streaming down. Very neat. Back when you could get by with only 101 cards in a set. This one, Crystal Guardians. If you've seen the cards in Crystal Guardians, almost all of them have these great themes going on with crystals all over the place. Then we have Legend Maker. There were a few of these Shuppet in the box, if I recall. And there were a few more Legend Maker cards. We've got the Aaron, busy eating railroad ties. Very fun art. Now we're moving back to Emerald. With a very cute little Snorunt. Then we have the set Deoxys. And just like the Arceus set, looking up anything in the Deoxys set, it can be a nightmare because it just returns the Pokemon and every card in the set. So, really helps to look up the card number. But it's a nice little Tailo. Not a whole lot going on. A lot of wind patterns there. A nice Baltoy looking into the sunset again. And we have, if you were listening earlier, Ken Sugimori, Lombre, standing next to a lake, it looks like. Very nice. Last few cards here were really cool finds. Team Rocket returns Coughing. That's not a set you find very often at all. Coughing with his knockout gas Pokebody. We've got this Surskit. Looks like illustrator is Aoki. Been doing art for Pokemon for a very long time. Very, very nice theme. It's probably set somewhere very specific in the game, if you can see the bridge and the house right there. Our last card for the day, from 2004, Sandstorm, this is Natu. if you know anything about Sandstorm, the set is supposed to have the e-reader strip. So it took me a little bit to figure this one out. This card is actually supposed to be from a deck, from what I can figure out, which is why it doesn't have the strip along the sides. But still, a very cool card nonetheless. Very nice perspective. I think it's Koiki Saito, the illustrator. Very neat card. Not something you see too often. But I think that'll about do it today for the recap from the card store. We thank you guys for watching the video, and hopefully we can bring you another one of treasures from the bulk boxes. Later.